everybody, it's Erin from ePapery and welcome back to my studio. Today I am working on my own challenge and I think I am going to work on some paper bag items to go in my little niece Chloe's junk journal that I'm making. Mom and I are both making one for her. Mom's working on the Christmas one. I'm working on the everyday one. So yeah, using paper bags today. All right, everybody, let's roll. So this is the journal that I'm working on, and so far I have got some signatures bound into a little golden book cover, and I've got some pages marked where I wanted to put some paper bag pockets. So, but what I decided to do was to take a paper bag. It's like this, but I took one that was a smaller size, and I decided to cut it across right here, which is just above where this bottom folds up. So if I put this kind of back together, you'll see where I cut it maybe like, you know, 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch above where that bottom folds up. Okay, so there's the full bag. Okay, so now I've got 2 pieces of a paper bag, and the first one I'm going to do, and you guys, there's tons of videos. A lot of people have done this one, but the secret pocket space allows us to fully open that bag, and you can stash all sorts of little fun goodies in there. So what I will do is I'm going to put some paper on the back of this just to help reinforce it and make it so that I can make it into a pocket in the back. I don't want things catching on the pieces of the paper. And then I'm gonna decorate the front of this so that it can be a fun little goodie space. And then with this side, what I've decided I'm going to do is fold it up in order to make like a double pocket. So it'll have a pocket probably in the back, and a pocket here, and a pocket here, and a pocket here. So really it's like a quadruple pocket if you glue it right. So that's the plan, and I will, you know, decorate this. You know, I'll probably, you know, use paper scraps and stickers and stuff. Although, let me look at my prompts here and see what else we've got on the list that we can do. I've got paper doilies, draw something, paint something, use metallic color. That might be kind of fun. What if we did, this is a little golden book, so I want to use some gold kind of through it. So that might be kind of fun if we use some gold. Let's do that. Let's do 2 prompts on this one. We're going to use a paper bag and we're going to use gold colored. So, all right, I'm going to grab some gold paint. Okay, so we've got some things to work with over here. Let's grab a paintbrush and let's see, I need a palette. I usually use wax paper, and my roll seems to have taken off on me, so, you know, let's improvise. I'm gonna cut this in half. This is just a pad of ledger paper that I disassembled to dye the papers. So, and the reason I'm keeping this cover sheet on it is because it's a little bit smooth and not quite so porous as the cardboard. So that'll work. That'll work pretty okay as a palette. Won't waste too much paint. I will have to go on a hunt for my other for my other stuff later. So, all right, well, let's squeeze some of this out to see what we think. Premium all-purpose shimmering metallic paint for da-da-da-da-da. I wonder if this one's glittery or if it's just metallic. Nope, it's just metallic. I like that one. But that one's kind of old school little golden book. That one seems to match the spine really well. If I kind of match the spine, but this one's kind of what I think of. So maybe just kind of use both of them and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one. And what's nice about this brown paper is it's kind of already a good color to put gold metallic paint on top of. So you don't have to use as much paint to get that gold look. Now what if I take some of this and kind of paint it up top? Yeah, that brightens it up a little bit. Using this as a second coat. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna let this one dry for a little bit while we paint the other one. And I'm gonna squeeze out some of this pink one. And let's see how that works. I'm not even gonna rinse my brush. I'm just gonna go right into the pink. Oh, that's really pretty. This is not going to be slap you in the face pink, but it's really, really subtle over the brown, and I'm here for it. I gotta be honest, I'm here for it. I like it. So and then I think let's do the gold on the front of this pocket. I think this is, you know, fine enough that I'm gonna just go ahead and paint this just up to the fold. I'm getting a little bit of that pink, but it's okay. It's all right. It just blends all really well. That's what's kind of nice about this brown color too. It's just so neutral. And then all these metallics just kind of brush together. It's kind of starting to look a little opally. Just nice. And now I'm gonna take this one, this yellow, more brighter, yellowier one. We're gonna go over it too. You know what, this one will open. I'm just gonna open it like that so I can stand it up on its edge. So I need a piece. It would be helpful if I could find my pencil. Guys, I need to clean my studio again. It's getting out of hand. Okay. And right there. Okay. So, cut this to size. How's everybody doing? I am thoroughly enjoying the weather these days. It's hovering in the upper 60s or right around 70 degrees. It's low humidity. It's been sunshiny, some really nice days. So I've had Sophie outside a lot to play, and she's been enjoying it. I've been enjoying getting out of the house a little bit. So get all that in. I don't like the weather that's too hot, but I like being outside. So trying to enjoy some time outside before the weather starts getting really cold. So that's been nice. Matt and I went to visit his sister in Illinois last weekend, and her husband and his parents were there because they are, we wanted to do a last visit before they head down to Florida for the winter. They winter down south. So that was a nice weekend, and we kind of took the scenic route home. The colors aren't super out yet, but every day the trees are getting just a little bit more colorful here, and I would say within the next week here in South Central Wisconsin, we're definitely gonna be at our peak for colors. So that is nice. And Evie has homecoming this week, so she has got plans for this weekend, of course, going to the game and the dance, and she's got a very sweet little dress picked out, and we're gonna get her hair and her nails done. So that is going to be fun. Got a little wet. Okay, so, oh, I got some water on this book. Gall darn it. I gotta be more careful. Okay. Okay, so this was the first one. Okay. This one talks about the misfortunes of carrots. So maybe what we could do, since we're talking about carrots on this page, maybe we could put a bunny fussy on there. I just, you know, kind of make things up as I go. So, you know, do you get bored watching people, other YouTubers fumble around looking for their inspiration, or is that what you like about the videos? I don't know. Like, I can't decide what I like watching. Sometimes I'm kind of like, you know, get to the point, which is why I like doing the voiceover videos. But other times, I know a lot of people like the chatter and stuff. I just honestly don't think my life is that interesting. There we go, that's kind of cute. That looks really nice with that. That looks nice on that gold background, I must say. Kind of like that. Might be a little mature for a little girl, so we are going to whimsy this up just a little bit too. Let's see if this fits around. I just dug this out of my scrapbook and I noticed that it's kind of a finished thing. Like, would that be, that would be a super cute closure. It doesn't really match the fabric that I use, but for future reference, this is going to fit beautifully around a little golden book. So that's, here we've got a bunny with a carrot. Okay, so here is what I'm looking at here. I think I'm going to utilize some green metallic. To color these little die cuts. And let me move this over here so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I missed a spot. I was gonna color that in. Okay. So when I got this die, I just cut a bunch of these out in white mixed media paper so that it's thick enough to withstand stuff, but thin enough not to be too bulky. Figuring that then I could color it or ink it or, you know, do whatever I was gonna do with it on a project by project basis. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here is just giving these a paint real quick. But you know what else I think I'm gonna do is just like, I'm gonna give this some pink over the green. And maybe give this one some pink just kind of along one edge. Just to kind of create some interest so it's not so one-dimensional. Let's see, what could I do with this one? Just along one edge. And just kind of the tips of that one. There we go. I'll set this aside again. I'm gonna let these dry while I fussy cut this piece out. So when I designed these, I designed them with a nice thick border. So they would be easy to use in a scan and cut machine, or for those that, you know, have difficulty fussy cutting, there would be a nice border around them. And each fussy cut kit that I have comes with those borders in a few different colors, so you could choose whatever best fits your project. And then of course, if you want to get more detailed on that cut, you can do that. So I am just using this bunny with the pink background. And I don't know what you guys think. What do you like fussy cutting with in terms of your favorite scissors? I tend to, when I'm cutting out kind of larger pieces, I kind of rough cut everything out of the sheet using, you know, my big scissors or even my paper cutter. But then when I go to do this detailed work, I like embroidery scissors. And the reason is that they're sharp and they fit into these really small spaces really nicely. There we go. And they kind of glide along paper, which I like. So okay, so we've got that, we've got those, and I think I wanted to just kind of maybe tear some of this just to create a bit of a collage-y moment, if you will. And I think I'm gonna leave this white torn edge because I like that. And then maybe we'll put this other piece kind of up here just to are these dry? Yeah, these dry pretty quick. This one was pretty thick. Yeah, that one needs some help. All right. Let's help these along a little bit here. stem. Okay, I think we've got all of our pieces now that we're gonna work with. So I'm gonna get these background pieces down. I like this. And this one. Okay. Now what if I wanted to put just kind of another little layer of something? How about, I really feel like you can't go wrong with some book page, you know what I'm saying? So I've got this scrap of book page and I'm just gonna tear it from the margins. And what if we kind of did that? Want this to be, because this is a pretty big piece, to be there, and be kind of like that. And then would that look okay with this over the top? Like that. Okay. Let's make it happen. So I'm sorry you guys, I tend to hold things really close to my chest when I glue. So, but I feel like you guys kind of know what gluing things looks like. If you don't, and you feel like you need to see more detailed gluing, please let me know. Because I have no issues with trying to do a better job of showing that. Okay, so I'm gonna take this piece. These are so tiny and delicate. I feel like I just make a mess. And I know I'm gonna have to chop some of that off anyway. So this one's gonna lay right there. I'm gonna pounce that down. Okay. And now this piece. This is definitely where the needle nose glue bottle comes in handy, I must say, because otherwise this would be a nightmare. Okay, so this one is gonna go right thereabouts. And this one I'm going to put way over on the other end. So take our scissors now and clip so they're all even with the bottom. And put our little book page border. Try and say that 5 times fast. Book page border, book page border. That was only 2, but I'm not gonna do 5 because that may not be entertaining. Okay, there we go. Pounce the glue. And now Mr. Bunny can go here. And I know I could move him over here and put the carrot on, but then he's covering up my lovely greenery. And I think it's okay if we chop this little bit of greenery off. It's gonna be fine. So I'm just gonna glue him on down. If I don't drop him, I did drop him, but thankfully I didn't damage him. Okay, so we're gonna glue him down so that he is right here. And then I'm gonna take my scissors and chop those little leaves off at the end. There. Now, how about like a label or something over here? That might look really cute. Label, label, label. Those are all tiny labels, tiny labels. There's a little bit of blue in there that didn't get repeated much. So what if we put in a blue? This thing of treating people right is the greatest trade builder on earth. I like the size. Words are okay. What about this one? That's just kind of, no, let's take a look at this one. See what you guys think of this one instead. Okay, so we have option 1, option 2. You know what? I like this size better. So now we could layer that though with something, with a word. How about inspire? Let's do that. I'm going to trim this one down just a little bit. You know what else I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna trim this little bit of white off of here. And I'm going to just clip these little corners to create more of like a ticket shape out of that one. Put that one there. And I would just kind of stick that one on top, but I think I need to ink this one. Just to get a little something to stick out with, and I'm just going to use whatever ink is left on my blender. It's probably some crazy combination of walnut stain and who knows what else, but I just want to put ever so subtle a border around the word there. So let's see how that looks now. Yep, I like that better. So I'm gonna stick it to the label first. And I'm gonna purposely stick it on just the teeniest, tiniest bit crooked, just to add some interest. And now I'm gonna stick the other label down. As well. All right. That's one paper bag and metallic pocket done. And I painted something, but I didn't paint anything like artistic. So I think I'm gonna save that prompt for another time. So, so now let's look at the page. Let's get this into its page. Which was this one. So I am going to put glue on the two short sides and along the bottom to make a pocket in the back. Stick that in there. There we go. So there we have our fun little goodie hiding spot. And then it's also a pocket back here. So now the next page with a paper bag item in it. I gotta find the clip. Where was the clip that was marking it? Here it is. Here it is. And we'll put it on this. So this one has chilies, but I don't think we necessarily have to build on a theme here. All right, I am back and I've got some things to work on the theme with here for this pocket. This page is just gonna be the background, and what I've done is pulled some stuff from my Sleeping Beauty digital, which I thought the colors go really nicely with this pink and gold. I've got some lace items here, and also I thought these stickers were pretty cute. So what I think I'm gonna do is cut maybe a piece of this page out, or of this half of this sheet out, to kind of decorate the background a little bit. And then this is actually printed on clear labels. So I think this one I was going to stick to the edge. stick to the paper bag back here so that fairy could show through. I'll set that aside a little bit, and then I was gonna maybe put this piece like on the front or something. So I don't know, let's play with it and see what happens, shall we? Okay, so I'm just gonna set this aside for now while I work on some things. So I'm gonna tear the white pieces off carefully. Or maybe not. Maybe it just doesn't want to work with me today. There we go. And this piece. Okay, so bring the book back. Let's see if I can find my page here. Of course, I took the pin off of it. Now I'm not going to be able to find it. Chainsaws. Oh, I think I want to cover up that page. Here we go. Here's my chili page. And let's see how much of this. Okay. So the height is actually pretty okay. What I think I'm gonna do is just like take just a little bit more off of, you know what, I'm gonna take the side first. So just to the edge of the window. It's kind of perfect, really. There we go. And okay. Now this might be kind of fun. What if I tear this in the shape of the window? Like that. I think it still needs just a little bit taken off the bottom. So I'm gonna do that. layers on. I'm gonna create kind of this layered look on the bottom. I'm gonna cheat it over to the side so that these roses still show. This fairy is over here. Kind of wish she was facing the other way, but what if you know, this might actually be really good for a tag. Maybe I'll save this and maybe I'll use the lace and the stickers and stuff for the front. I need my punch. And it didn't like that. Does not want to punch. And now I'm stuck. Should have put a piece of cardstock in with that. And you know the worst part is, I kind of knew that. And I did this anyway. So, shoot. Shoot, shoot, sugar. All right. There we go. I may have just wrecked my punch. That is going to require some surgical work later. But I don't think I wrecked my bag, so that's, I guess, a silver lining. There we go. All right. And this has kind of already got a punch out. So there's that. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue, you know what? I've just got some score tape. Let's see if we like this. I'm gonna try it out. Got some thicker score tape. That's the 1/2 inch. This is the 1/4 inch, and this is the 1/8 inch. I do not need the 1/2 inch at this point for this one. I think I'm gonna take some 1/8 inch and I'm going to get this pocket on the sides adhered down. I apologize for the noise. Okay, so let's put that right there. And cut. And see if this works better. That right there. Cut. And then I'm going to peel the backing off. Backing one. Sorry about the noise. Eddie got home, so he's going to be in and out making his dinner and stuff. So now I'm just going to fold this up and put that down. Okay, so we've got front pocket and second pocket and third pocket now ready to go. So now I'm going to put this down to the book page. laying layered on its own. So I kind of like the idea of just adding some pink to the front of this, maybe. I don't know. Like this. And then maybe just adding some additional an additional little lace boogly-doo up here, maybe with some extra fabric. Maybe we'll make like a little cluster or something. That would be cute. Okay, so I need some fabric tack. Scrap stash and this little lace accent. I just glued the fabric together with one little bead of Fabri-Tac glue, and then I ran the whole thing through the sewing machine just to add a little seam, and I think that will be a cute little corner corner embellishment for this page. So I am gonna just put on some Fabri-Tac for the back. Whoop. There we go. Nice and goopy. And put it up here in the corner. All right. So there we go. So this one, get a thicker piece of paper out again here. So this one has pocket here, 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 and here. So that'll be fun to make some cute little tags and cards for on this page as well. So just to review, page number 1, paper bag and metallic prompts is what I used. And this was the secret little hiding space plus pocket in the back. And page number 2 was the other paper bag pocket, quadruple pocket, I guess you could say, on this page. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time. Bye everybody.